I had a reaction, a strong reaction from someone that said, I don't have the time or money to not know. And it feels very counterintuitive. Productivity and results feel counterintuitive to not knowing.
Well, it's a very typical question from the modern business world. We need to do things fast because time is money. And then when time is money, time becomes a hindrance because it puts so much pressure. And actually, if you don't mind elaborating how it feels when you have to make a decision very fast, when the time factor is the main factor, how it makes you feel when you are the one who needs to come up with a solution.
I'm having flashbacks. My chest tightens, my breath shortens. It's an enormous amount of pressure, like a ton of bricks on my shoulders. And I think for my life and my experience, I threw everything else out the window of exercise or anything that would possibly benefit my mind and body. I didn't have time for anymore because I had to figure it out. And the only way I could figure it out was sitting in front of a computer trying to force it. So yeah.
Even when you said you had a flashback and your entire body tensed in the moment, at least I felt that you felt this tension. And this is exactly what happens when there is some time constraints. We believe that time is our enemy. And we all know we all have that firsthand experience that time is a very subjective factor. Sometimes we feel that time stops and we look at the clock, especially when we are waiting for something, and it goes so slowly. And at times when we need to come up with a solution or have to complete a task at a certain time, time becomes our enemy and it runs like crazy, right? So we know this subjective feeling about time. And the idea is to make time our friend. And how can we do it? By creating space. It's counterintuitive because if we think that it's something that our task is time bound and we have a deadline, we need to accelerate. And paradoxically, we need to do the opposite. We need to take a few steps back, ideally sit down, close our eyes, take a few breaths, and create this space between the task and our mind and our skills. And miraculously, this space, sometimes the best solutions come from this space. So if you don't have time and money to not know, reconsider the concept of time and money.
Yes, I love that.